Good evening, friends. I am CV Sharma back with another video on vectors. So here we go. The angle between the collinear vectors is always 0 or 180 degrees. So this is A bar and B bar, both are having the same direction. The angle is 0. Here A bar is anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means they are opposite direction. So in that case, the theta is 180 degrees. So if they are anti-parallel, this is anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means they are opposite to each other and they are parallel. Okay. So when you have a parallel situation of vectors, then theta is 0 and theta is 180 when you have anti-parallel. Now let us go to the situation of this one addition of vectors. So in this particular video, I explain about the addition of vectors by graphical method. Basically, that is triangle of vector addition. So first I'll go through the notes in the slide and then I'll move on and I will explain in the whiteboard how exactly you can do in a very simple steps. So here, let us go through the notes first. Let us consider two vectors A bar and B bar as shown. So like this, you have to consider. Now, to get the sum of these two vectors A bar plus B bar, shift any of the two vectors parallel to itself until the tail of one of the vector is at the head of another vector using sliding and free vector properties. Okay. So that is using that properties of the vector, you can do that. So I'll explain all these things. Don't worry. So first, let us see this. You need not write this, but you have to understand only thing. I'll explain that. Here we place a vector B bar in such a way that its tail touches the head of A bar, which is shown like this. So what they did is like they have slided the vector B bar over here such that the tail and head they are matching with each other. So that's what they do. And now the third part is that and AB bar is A bar. That's how they have taken. BC bar is B bar. Then the line joining the tail of A bar to the head of vector B bar, AC bar, gives the sum of the vectors A bar and B bar. AC bar is AC bar is A bar plus AB bar plus BC bar, which is AC bar. That is A bar plus B bar is C bar. This is known as triangle of vector addition. We can define in this way: if two vectors are represented by two sides of a triangle taken in an order, then the resultant or vector sum is represented by third side of the triangle taken in the opposite order. So this is the definition. So now let us understand this. So we'll go to the understanding part now. So here, what is the understanding we need to have? So it's like the first point, what I tell you, if you want to do triangle law of addition, what are the basic points you have to look in? Is that the first point? Check whether the vectors are in such a way that the head of vector is matching with the tail of the second vector. Tail of the second vector. So this is the first check you have to do. Check whether the vectors are in such a way that the head of one of first vectors is matching with the tail of the second vector. This you have to ensure first. So that is a criteria one. So in order to apply, this is the first criteria. In order to apply triangle law, what is the first and foremost condition is the head of first vector must match, it is must match with the tail of second vector. So this is a must definitely. You have to know this. So then only you can do that. So this is the most important criteria. So I'll give you two examples. Like this is the example one, like A bar, this is B bar. In the example two is like this. So this is A bar and this is B bar. Now we have learned two things. One is angle, another one is triangle of addition. So you can take the angle here when the tails are matching, but you cannot use triangle law directly. Triangle law you can use, but you cannot use triangle law directly. In this case situations, we use parallelogram law. Triangle law is not valid here because head is not matching with the tail of the vector in the second case. Now in the first case, you see the A bar's head, this is the arrow bar, head is matching with the tail of B bar. So it is the resultant of these vectors is this line which is joining the tail of the vector A to the head of vector B. So that is the resultant. R bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. Let's make it more easier than this. Suppose I am here and I make a move from this point to this point. And after that, I have moved from this point to this point. Now, ultimately, what I have done is that I have moved from this point to this point. So let me mark like these points are X, Y, Z. So first initially what I did was, please observe this carefully. So I moved from the point X to the point Y, and from the point Y to the point Z, I moved like this first. And then ultimately what I did was I moved from point X to the point Z. This is what I did finally. And that final thing, what is that final result? This is what we call, right, in English. So that final result is the resultant of the vectors. It is simply the sum of the vectors A bar and B bar. So that's what is the triangle law of addition of vectors. So the resultant of the vector will complete the triangle. Resultant of the vector will complete the triangle. This is a part one. What is the part two is that, what if I have the scenario like this? Can I apply the triangle of addition? No, you cannot apply. You cannot apply because the tails are matching. But the thing is that you can take the angle here. So that is the case. So when I slide this vector, so how to apply the triangle of addition? Yes, there is a way. There are two ways, multiple ways. Yes, you can do that. So B bar, for the B bar, let us draw a parallel vector here. Parallel vector of B bar. That means the DRs of B bar are not going to change. The direction ratios of B bar are not going to change. So when I do that like this, when I slide this vector over here, so when I do that, I make a scenario that, let us assume this is the point X and this is the point Y and this is the point Z. And now let us say this is some Z dash, some new point. I have changed it from this point to this point, but the DRs are remaining the same. So when I do that, I created a situation where the head of this first vector is matching with the tail of the second vector. And hence you can complete the triangle by drawing this line from A to Z. So that is what is R bar is equal to A bar plus B bar. Almost I explained the parallelogram law here. So this is the idea. And now you see this is one way of doing it. The second way is also there, that you can draw the parallel vector of A bar over here, and that way also you complete the triangle. So this is A bar once again with the same direction ratios. And now here in this scenario, I can move like this and I move like this, and I ultimately completed the same path. So in the process, what I did is I completed a parallelogram in this process. So when you have the vectors matching with their tails, okay, at the tail ends are matching for two vectors, then what you get is parallelogram law. Completed a parallelogram, and hence is called a parallelogram law. So when you have two vectors like this, the resultant vector will be like this. Okay, r bar is equal to a bar plus b bar. Resultant vector will be like this. So this is the basic idea about the vectors. So the next thing is that it depends upon the magnitude. It depends upon if the magnitude, if where the resultant will come, whether it will go exactly bisecting the angle or which way it will go. The resultant will go closer to the vector which is having higher magnitude. Resultant will go closer to the vector which is having higher magnitude. So these are some of the basic points which will come across in the next lectures. So thank you all. I hope you like this lecture, and then I hope it's very informative for you, and thank you for watching the video, and hit a like, subscribe, and then share along with your friends. And thank you all. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.